Bella Salon and Day Spa, located at 41 West Main Street in Northeast Pennsylvania, proudly supports Chautauqua Sunrise and its volunteers. More information at bellasalonanddayspa.net. Funding is provided by a grant from New York State Senator Catherine M. Young, representing Western New York's 57th District with a local office in Olean. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. From the Access Channel 5 studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Channel 5. Continuing the traditions of Senior Report, we are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week, countywide, from 9 to 10 a.m. Join us by calling in live, emailing us, or checking out our social media. And now, from the Channel 5 studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels. Wow, what a wintry morning we have today. Grab a cup of coffee, your hot chocolate. You can even be in your pajamas, I don't care. Pull up a chair, and we've got a show, ladies, for you especially. We're going to be talking about
Bella Salon and Day Spa.
We're going to talk about Bella Salon, that's right. Thank you, Jeff. We're going to be, you never know what voices are going to come out here. We're going to talk about skincare and makeup and any health-related issues that goes along with your skin, so stick around. Okay, right off the bat, we have a special feature this morning. We have our own weatherman. We're ending the show, well. It's tough enough for me to be awake, but they're doing all kinds of crazy things here this morning. We have our very own special feature today for our weather, and this was filmed just a little bit ago, so let's see what's going on. This is from Randy Burt.
Hey, Doc.
Hey, Randy.
What's this stuff? I think winter's finally got here in Mayville. I'm getting the shoveling done for you guys. That's my job here at the studio, and it's really starting to snow hard. Just wondering, what's it doing up in your neck of the woods there? Because I know you live up towards the lake there. You getting any snow this year, or is it missing you? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is for you. Yes, we have snow.
Thank you, Randy. We spare no expense to bring you the weather. That's our very own Randy Burt, our weatherman and cameraman. He's doing dual jobs today. As far as answering your question, coming out of Ripley, it was snowing like a bear this morning. It was, I don't know how a bear snows, but it was snowing a lot, and I probably would guess it was probably about an inch an hour. So we're getting hit pretty hard out there, and I think since that was filmed, I think the snow is coming into Mayville area. You know, folks, if you are new to the area and this is your first winter, I was just thinking I might share a couple ideas with you. First of all, make sure you got good snow tires. Tires are everything. When I was coming down my hill in Ripley today, there was a car actually off into the ditch, and some of the curves that you normally would take in the summertime are now treacherous because of the way the ice flows underneath the snow. So take your time on the curves. The other thing is, if you're new to the area, you should have about 5 sets of clothes. Okay, you have your summer clothes. Don't put them away, because next week you might need them for a little while. But it just seems like I just sort of add clothes as I go along. So right now I have all my clothes out for the whole year, and it's just bundle up and watch that your skin doesn't get really cold. In fact, we'll probably talk about that here in a little while, about your skin care. Okay, so be careful out there. Also, first day of hunting season. wear something bright. If you're walking the dog and you're near the woods, I usually put something really bright on Max, like a scarf or something, if he decides he's going to go trekking out in the woods, so that the hunters tell who's who and what's what out there. If you're hunting, be safe out there and be courteous to your fellow hunters. And maybe we'll have some reports. Sometimes people will let us know how the hunting is out there. Anyways, white-tailed deer and bear, from what I understand. Okay, we have some announcements to go through. I'm happy to announce that one of our early presenters this month, John Cheney was here, and along with him was his sidekick, Betty Lou, his wife, and she was very excited for me to tell you that today is a special day for Betty Lou. Today is the 50th anniversary of her 30th birthday. Now, gentlemen, notice how I did that very diplomatically. Never tell a woman's age. Okay, happy birthday, Betty Lou. I know you're going to have big doings today, and we hope you have a great time. Which reminds me, if you're watching the show, you want to call out to a friend, birthday, anniversary, special event, you can contact us here at the station, and they'll pop up some information here in a second. Here we go. You can Twitter us, you can call us at 753-5225. You can email us. Then there we have Twitter, and we also have Facebook. This is for you folks. This is Access TV. It's free of charge. It doesn't cost a cent for you to call in or text us or whatever, and we'll be happy to share your information through our social media sites. Speaking of social media sites, let's start with some things I want to share with you right now. We have something called Christmas in the Village in Westfield, and we'll pop that up here for you. And there we go. November 21 through the 23rd. It's a little hard for me to see everything on there from here, but there's all kinds of activities on Friday, and especially Saturday. I know there's going to be a Santa party at the Y, I see, and they have, the whole town is decorated. It's just gorgeous right now. And then they're going to go right through Sunday. So have a look at that. That's sponsored by the Village of Westfield. And if you've never been at any of these events in Westfield, it's just gorgeous. Lots of old homes and decorated nice, and the area is just gorgeous. One of the things, as you may know, our area is known for grapes. And I noticed on the little stretch in the park in Westfield, right in the middle of town, where they have the grapevines set up throughout the year, they've got purple lights showing like purple grapes hanging. So it was really pretty. But Abraham Lincoln and Grace Bedell are all lit up there in the four corners, and the park it's just gorgeous right now. So that's coming up in November, and towards the end of the month, Christmas in the Village in Westfield. We have another one in Westfield that just came through, a Christmas Carol presentation, one of my favorite Charles Dickens stories, at the Patterson Library. And as you can see, it's going to be on November 29th from 4 to 6 p.m. And my understanding, I believe it's $5 a person. And what a great way to kick off the holidays with a dramatic presentation of Dickens' The Christmas Carol. All right. Then we have one more thing coming up here. Actually, it's not coming up, but it's a photo. Yeah. The Westfield Memorial Hospital has a brand new ultrasound machine. And I can't explain exactly how this works, but it's 4D. We all understood 3D, but this thing is 4D. And if you're looking into your arteries or other parts of your body, this is like the state of art when it comes to good ultrasound equipment. And Dr. Jane was here just last week with Patty Ballman, who's in that picture over on, I guess it would be your left. And we were talking about all the good care for ladies these days, especially in our area, because Dr. Jane is now providing OB/GYN services out of Westfield, and she uses this equipment for checking on those little babies and other kinds of things that might be coming along in your lives. So anyways, Westfield Memorial Hospital, brand new piece of equipment. You're in good hands over there, and they are doing a great job servicing our communities. That's not to say how the other hospitals aren't, but that's just a hospital that's more in our catchment area over here in the Westfield Mayville area. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. We don't have a terrible amount of news today, But I do want to remind you that we do have a Facebook, and you can find it by going to Chautauqua Sunrise. And we encourage you to check out the videos that are posted there. We've got photos from our past shows. It's a lot of fun. If you want to get regular announcements or any notices that we may post about the show, give us a like, okay? We're up to 133. We picked up a new one last week, so thanks for all those folks that have been give us a like. I know that people appreciate the show, and believe it or not, the show is grows more and more in popularity every week. I'm so pleased that you like what we're doing here. I keep the schedule for the shows, and I'm almost booked up the entire month of March. So from this day all the way forward, we're almost full into spring already. So if you have a suggestion for a show, or if you know somebody that might be interested in coming on the show, give them our information, or give us a call or contact us at the studio here, and I'll get a hold of you, and we'll get together and figure out what we can do. This is all free, and it's for you. Okay, I guess at this point what I'd like to do is we're going to do a public service announcement, and then we're going to get right into the heart of our show. Ladies, this is your time to pull up close, because we're going to be talking about skincare, and we're going to be talking about makeup and things that are important for healthy skin, and making sure that you're using good products and doing what's right for you as you age and become more gorgeous over time. So, and guys, yeah, you can check into, because Christmas is coming, and you may want to be thinking about what you can be getting your special ladies in your life as far as some good healthy products. Okay, I think we're ready for a public service announcement, and here we go. Or not.
Indoors or out, the effects of harmful rays will show up on your skin. Wrinkles, age spots, and an increased risk of melanoma, the second most common cancer in women 15 to 29. Stop tanning. Time may not be on your side. Learn how to protect your skin at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Okay, I know that you might be thinking, it's snowing out. Why in the world am I worried about melanoma? It's still sunny out there, and I suspect you still could have a problem if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And I know there's those of you that are snowbirds that will be returning to the South. This is something to think about. I know there are those of you that are planning trips to Cancun somewhere during the winter time. This is for you, okay, when it comes to being careful of your skin. Right now, I want to welcome some of the folks from Bella Salon and Day Spa out of Northeast Pennsylvania. They are one of our underwriters here at Chautauqua Sunrise. And we're going to start out right off introducing to you Michelle LaGrandeur, very French name. I took French, so I could say that. And Emily Bunchick. So good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
We had kind of a fun ride here this morning.
Yeah.
Almost white knuckle, huh? Okay, and behind them, who's not on the screen right now, is Stephanie Dowd, and we'll be getting to her in a little bit. So be patient back there. Oh, there she is. Okay. So, folks, what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about skincare and makeup, as I've been saying over and over again. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about you guys. You've been at the salon at Bella's for a while. So let's start with Michelle. So, Michelle, how long have you been there?
I've been there for 5 years now.
5 years?
Yep.
Does it seem that long?
No, time flies when you're having fun.
So what got you into doing skincare and working in a salon?
It's just been a passion of mine ever since I was young. I was interested in makeup and hair, and
Did you do the little dolls and doing
I
all them
did.
kids in the neighborhood? And
I didn't cut anyone's hair.
you weren't allowed to do that. Did you do your own hair?
No,
Oh, most girls I know that are in the
I know.
field, they end up cutting their own
I
hair.
didn't cut my own hair. But yeah, it was just something I always wanted to do, and it interested me. So
So where did you go to school? Where'd you get your training?
I lived in Nashville, Tennessee,
Oh, okay.
for 7 years. So I went to a school called Lyle's School of Beauty down there,
Okay.
and it was a great school.
Okay. Now, I'm not trying to make a joke here now, but I would think that makeup might be regional. Was there anything different about what they would stress down south as opposed to up here? I mean, a lot of times when you see, I played country music a long time ago, and I know a lot of times the country singers kind of do up the makeup a little on the heavy side.
Right.
So, I mean, is it any different down there, or is it just personal taste?
Yep, it's personal taste, and any kind of, special, anytime you have something special to do, you always kind of do a little more.
Okay.
A little bigger hair, more makeup.
A little puffier.
Yep.
Do something for this here. Okay. As far as what your role at Bella now, I know you're going to be talking about skincare, and we'll get to that in a minute, but what's your title, and what do you do there?
I do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I'm an elite stylist. We have different levels.
Okay.
And I head up the skincare part of what we do at Bella. So we changed to Aveda skincare a couple years ago, and we've been extremely happy with that.
Okay. And you're trained to know the products?
Yes.
Okay.
Aveda came in and gave us all their training, because you don't just switch to the Aveda product, you do facials how Aveda does facials.
Okay.
So
Great.
pretty across the board there.
All right, we'll come back to you in a minute. Let's welcome Emily Bunchick. And Emily, you're very colorful today. Every time I see you, I think you're a different shade of
Different
something. I had my hair colored once, but it was just, like an enhancement of what I'm supposed to look like, I guess. But I'm okay with this color. I sort of get my Santa on, I guess. So, Emily, how long have you been at Bella?
Going on 5 years, about 4.5, a little over 4.5 years.
Okay. And what got you into this business?
Well, I've really always, like she said, had a passion for, pretty much makeup was my passion. I do hair, makeup, skincare at Bella. I head up the makeup department at Bella, and I've just always loved doing it.
Mm-hmm. And did you do dolls and your sisters and brothers and neighbors and aunts and uncles and anybody that was sitting still?
I did.
Yeah.
And I did the cutting of my own hair, too.
Oh, you did?
So.
Looks like you got a little too much off the right side. Okay, and where did you train?
Tri-State in Fairview.
Okay.
It's now Fortis. But I've gone on since cosmetology school and gone on and done a lot of continuing education in makeup,
Excellent.
skincare.
So this is a real deal. This is your passion, this is your profession, and it has a term that I can never say. Aesthetician?
Esthetician?
Esthetician. What did I say? I said it wrong. Whatever they said, skincare, beauty specialist, all wrapped in. Are you elite as well?
I'm advanced.
You're
advanced stylist at Bella.
Working towards elite.
I am. Yes.
Well, I guess we would have to say this is the first time we've ever had an elite and advanced hairstylist on this show, so I'm honored. Folks, this is no lie. I go to Bella's for my hair, so if you think I look pretty good, that's because I'm taking good care of. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story that'll really get you mad, okay? No, it's a true story. I don't make this stuff up. People think I do out there, but everything I talk about is true. A number of years ago, I worked for the Erie to Chautauqua Cattaraugus BOCES. That would be sort of like your vocational schools in Pennsylvania. Okay. All right. And I was in charge of the Hughes Educational Center. And I was on radio at the time doing a show. And I had a caller call in and said, "Why do you people keep putting those girls through that cosmetology program? They're just a bunch of hair flippers and curlers." And I about went through the microphone, because I just couldn't believe this person, who I think is dead now, was so narrow-minded and was so caustic about the field of cosmetology. And this person obviously didn't understand, and so I pretty much laid the guy out on the air. But there may be some people watching right now that think that, people go into cosmetology because they have nothing else they can do. That was the whole idea of this guy, that you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not whatever. When I go to your salon, it's like going to New York City. I mean, I've been to different places, and the level of professionalism there is like through the roof. I mean, when you say elite and advanced, these aren't just terms that are just thrown around, but this is the real deal. So how would you respond to this guy? I mean, are you making a living? Are you happy with what you're doing? I mean, you see yourselves progressing down the road into other areas? I mean, how would you respond to this guy?
I mean, I feel like that's a perception a lot of people have too.
Punch him right in the nose.
But honestly, like, we go to work every day and we love our job.
Great.
I feel like a lot of people are in jobs that they don't necessarily love to go to work every day.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we both do.
And that's about half of it, isn't it? Is how's it pay? It's pretty decent? Doing okay?
Yeah.
You're happy?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was the point I was trying to make, is, you don't have to do all this stuff and incur all this cost to go to advance all these things in a field that you're not happy in.
Right.
Go with your passion, go with the things that you love.
The other thing is that there's always opportunity to take more education and learn. There's no limits to anything that you want to learn, anything you want to specialize in, you can.
So it's an ever-growing, ever-learning field, and they're changing product lines and the chemistry and all those things in those. And we're going to get to this. Eventually we will get to this, but you're really kind of connected to the medical field in some ways as well.
In ways,
yeah.
yes.
All right, well, we'll get to that in a little bit. Tell us a little bit more about the salon. This is really the first time we're kind of talking about it. How many people work there, do you know?
Jeez, there's quite a few.
I've
20 some
heard
of us.
20.
20, like in the 20s?
Yeah.
Okay. Your boss is back there, and she's giving you the, about that. Okay. And it's open how many days a week?
6 days a week.
6 days a week. And you work 6 days a week, both of you? Or
5.
I work 4.
you work, so you can kind of flex schedule.
Yes.
So we have a question here. What does it say? Okay, I got a Twitter account, a Twitter little note here. People is asking about something. We'll get to that later. So you can kind of carve out your own schedule. You enjoy what you do, and so forth. Men and women, women and men, children, all ages.
Yes.
Like how young do you go?
Oh gosh.
Like Susan.
5, 6, getting nails painted.
Little kids get their nails painted?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so all right. So obviously you do hair, you do nails, you do skin and makeup. What else? What else you got there? Anything else?
Waxing,
Waxing what?
you name it. If you don't want hair there. They'll wax
now I
it.
got you. Okay. So
wax
like
it.
if you have a unibrow, you can wax right here. If you people have hair, perhaps under skin, under face, back.
It happens.
It happens.
Yes,
Okay.
hormones do
Okay.
some weird things sometimes, and
I've had this beard since I was like 4 years old, I think. People say, I've never seen you without a beard. I trimmed it one year, and Barb, my wife, said, you look like your brother, grow it back. So, sorry, Bob. Anyways, okay, so it's a waxing. What else?
massage therapy.
Massage therapy. Okay, is that when they put goop on you and do all that stuff?
Yeah.
Is it popular?
It is popular. It is
Okay.
popular, and that's becoming more popular also.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming more of a, there's a lot more benefits to it than just for
Real therapeutic.
relaxation.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Now I want to just cut away here for a minute. You're watching Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and I've got an elite and advanced stylist from the Bella Salon and Day Spa out of Northeast Pennsylvania. And we got our first phone call. You ready?
All right.
Put on the seatbelt. All right. Good morning, caller. Good morning. Are you out there? Good morning. All right. We'll get back to that. We're going to jump in real quick. We're just going to take a little break. We have a screen here that I wanted to mention as an aside. We forgot to mention it. If you have a World War II veteran in your family and you would like to capture their story, you can go to the Defenders of Freedom program at the Robert Jackson Center over in Jamestown, New York, and get a hold of Greg Peterson. We've been sponsoring that for the month of November, and 489-2224, and they will get a hold of you, and you can get a videotape of that particular person. Whoa, maybe we have a caller. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. My question is regarding children. It sounds like
They're
it's
small?
an adult place, and I was just wondering if you could bring children there as well.
Can you bring children there? I think
Yes.
you said starting around 5 years old, or
Depending on how they behave.
are they real wiggly?
Sometimes.
Are they scared?
But
I'd be scared.
Sometimes they're scared of the pedicure chair, but as soon as they put their feet in the warm water, they're okay with it.
Oh, did you say pedicure? Mm-hmm. Pedicure is feet.
Yes.
Manicure's hands.
Yes.
Waxing anything.
Yes.
Hair, wherever. Okay, I got it. So the answer to your question, caller, is children can come there. Yeah. And obviously you have different prices and things. We don't go into prices, but that's they can check it out. All right, very good. Do you have a phone number people can contact you there? Let's get that out of the way. Anybody know the number there?
Yes, 725-6767.
Okay, and that's 814 Exchange, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
over in Pennsylvania. And so that's Bella Salon and Day Spa. You're on Facebook and all that jazz, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, let's get into the heart of the matter here now. I've been talking about a lot of this stuff. One quick story, and then we're going to get right to it. But this is going to be your introduction. You ready, Michelle?
Okay.
We're going to be talking about skincare first. So there I am in New Jersey, and I am in a hotel room, and my daughter says, we should have a little father-daughter time. All right, this was not so long ago, maybe about 5 years ago. And I says, okay, what do we got in mind? So she said, we should put on a skin mask. Yeah, you're laughing now. So I said, okay. I said, why am I doing this? And she said, well, make your skin nice and, supple and all this jazz. So imagine me running around this hotel room, both of us. We got all this goopy stuff on. I can see my eyes, and think about my beard. And we had all this. We had fun though. My daughter and I do a lot of crazy things together. So, anyways, let's get into it, Michelle. What's skincare all about? Why are we going to talk about it? Why are people watching this and should know? Should be paying attention. Why?
Skin is it is one of our body organs.
Mm-hmm.
It's the largest, and it's all visible. So, and you only get one set of skin, so you should take care of it. Everybody, us as humans, we tend to be reactive rather than proactive.
Okay.
But it's a lot easier if you take care of it all along the way. Then you're not scrambling when you see wrinkles, when you see sun damage. By then, I don't want to say it's too late, but certain damage has already been done. But there are ways to kind of erase some of the damage that you've done to your skin.
And the number one culprit of this would be whom?
The sun.
The sun. And is it any particular age group that doesn't pay attention, should you think?
Well, probably like people in their 20s.
Exactly where I was going.
Right. They don't think that they need it.
Because they're young.
Exactly.
Their skin is fine. They're out of school now. They're going to go to the beaches and they're going to cook.
Right.
And everything's fine.
They want a nice tan.
Because everybody wants to look like those models on TV and that.
Exactly.
All right. So what should they do and what should they be careful of?
Sunscreen. I mean, I can't stress the importance of sunscreen enough.
Mm-hmm.
Head to toe and, moisturizing lotion. And, this isn't just for women. Men have skin too. So, especially with shaving, you don't have that problem.
No, I
but
don't.
Other, if they shave, men can get ingrown hairs on their face. So, I mean, it is important for men to take care of their skin as well. Mm-hmm. Men just aren't as bothered by wrinkles and age spots.
We think that it looks cool to have wrinkles in our skin. We look like, back in the 60s when I was, or whatever, we make up these crazy stories, but women, that doesn't seem to go over real well, those wrinkles. So, SPF, what do you recommend for this area up here in the northern?
At least 30.
30 on up?
It goes, SPF goes higher, but the amount that, if you're reapplying it as often as you need to, there's really no reason to use anything higher than 30.
Spray or lotion?
Whatever.
Just do it.
Exactly. Just do it. And, something that we're going to talk about with this is makeup, and some makeup has built-in sunscreen. The nice thing about the makeup being, it has acts as a physical sunblock, meaning as soon as you put that makeup on, it's filtering the UV rays. If you use a liquid, like a lotion sunblock, you have to wait 30 minutes before you go out in the sun, before you're protected. With the makeup, you put it on, you can go right outside, you're already protected.
Okay, everybody that is least sensible about skin care worries a little bit about skin cancer.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that and how, and just talk about that a little bit as far as what part of your skin gets it? I mean, is it like, you know, your nose sticks out a lot under your hat. I mean, is that like a prime area to be careful with?
Usually it is. Anything that sticks out or that is out even when most of your body is covered up. Your hands.
I hadn't even thought about your hands.
Yes,
Okay.
your hands, and that's another place where people don't use sunblock, and they, you know, their face can look good because they've been using that, but look at their hands, and that you'll be able to tell their real age.
Oh, that's right. Your hands do wrinkle, don't they? I forgot
Yes.
about that. Yeah.
And they can get, you know, spots and everything else on them. And even the top of your head. A lot of people neglect that. I have some clients that have, you know, thinner hair up there.
Yeah, I know about
and
that.
They get
I call it my
sunburned.
fire talk move.
And have you ever had a sunburn and then it peels?
I wear a hat because
That's great.
my dermatologist says do not go outside without a shirt and a hat.
Yep.
So that's been my mantra for at least 10 years now.
Hat, big sunglasses
Yeah,
for your eyes.
Yeah, your eyes too, right?
Yes.
Your eyes can get sunburned, I guess.
Yes.
Get toasty. Okay. I would guess if folks came to your salon, we don't have to necessarily go into products, but you have a product line that could help them?
As far as just taking care of your skin in general, you know, moisturizing and things that can kind of, if you do have spots, sunspots, age spots, there are things that you can use to kind of start to fade those.
Okay. Did you want to talk about this chart at all?
Sure.
Okay, Jeff, would you bring that chart up with the little happy faces? And we can leave it up there for a little bit. There we go.
It's just a really basic, it's called the Fitzpatrick scale. A doctor named, last name of Fitzpatrick, developed this chart, and it just shows the less melanin you have in your skin, the more likely you are to burn and possibly develop melanoma.
All right, so the pure white one would be at the highest risk?
That is your, yes, that is your Northern European, British, a lot of us have that.
Yes, Irish people, yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
your freckled skin, they're going to be prone to redness, whether it just be from, you know, touching or sun. They need to apply sunblock.
Okay, and so how do you know what skin type you are? I mean, like, I'm also part Sicilian, so where's that?
That is going to be, like most, any of the European skin tones are going to be from 1 to 3.
Okay.
We go from the European, Scandinavian, and then the 3 is the Southern European, Central European. So
Okay.
that's going to have a little more of that olive complexion
Right,
to it.
Right, that was my mom.
Yes, and you're going to tan really well. You may burn once and then tan.
Okay.
But if you are burning,
But burning's still not good for anybody.
burning is never good.
Okay.
Burning is never good.
And so you have product lines that will be for various skin types, I'm taking?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
So you're the elite skin specialist over there. So you are the guru. You know about all these things.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about that chart? Because we're going to move on to Emily, who's patiently waiting.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
All right. So if you have any concerns about skin care and protecting your skin, wintertime, we got to be careful too, right?
Absolutely, not just from the sun, but the wind burn. It's important to put lotion on. People can even put like Vaseline on their skin to protect it from the wind burn and the cold, the extreme cold.
Okay. Well, that's good information, and also the sun.
The sun, absolutely.
We don't even think about that sun hitting off that snow and ice. It just cooks you.
Yes, it
And
does.
Many times I've come back in the house after being down at the lake, and it looks like I've been sunning down in Florida.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on to Miss Emily here, who is involved with makeup. Now, there's something you didn't tell us here. Earlier, Emily worked on me to make me look as handsome as I am right now. She was, but you actually do side work at another TV station, right?
I have worked in TV, film, some print work, even some theater too.
You did films?
Well, not film work, not
Film work.
movies.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, I thought you maybe you were like, working
Like
for,
TV shows and
Gibson or
commercial
somebody.
shoots.
Nice. Okay,
Something
so how did they
different.
get a hold of you?
Actually, through Bella,
Mm-hmm.
photographer got a hold of me. I go to one shoot, meet some other videographers and professionals in the industry, and kind of spiraled from there.
Wow, pretty cool. Who's the most famous person you've done that you can tell?
Well, locally,
Yeah.
I've done
Me.
you, most famous. No stars or anything, but I've worked.
Me. Okay, no, down where you are. So, like radio personalities, TV personalities in your area?
Politicians and yeah.
Politicians or wannabe politicians,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Okay, so you got pretty good experience too in the field. Okay, I got a question here. They just called and says, what do you suggest people who are sensitive or maybe even allergic to sunscreen do besides hats? That's a good question. So if they're allergic to sunscreen, Michelle, you're back on.
Maybe the mineral makeup, because they're probably allergic to the SPF in the lotions.
Okay.
If they've ever tried a physical sunblock, like from a mineral makeup, that might be something for them to try, because it's extremely gentle and almost anyone can wear it.
All right, so mineral makeup. I hope that answers your question, caller. See how easy it is? Somebody called in. I don't want to talk. They wrote down the information. They Twittered it over to me, and there we are. So if you have questions, ladies, call in. You're watching Chautauqua Sunrise. I got the ladies from Bella Salon and Day Spa out of Northeast Pennsylvania, and we're going back to Emily now.
Yeah.
Emily, makeup. So what's that got to do with skincare?
Well, and I can even touch on the question too,
Go for it.
as far as using the mineral makeup. She might have a lot of skin sensitivities. Jane Iredell is all mineral, and they've done extensive testing on people with sensitive skin, and they go through all this testing to make sure that people don't break out from it. So even just like a light powder with SPF would be good for her.
Okay, there you go. Let's talk about what you're going to do today. You're going to go over and work on your model, Stephanie Dowd, who is also one of the owners over there, one of 3 owners, I understand. And so what are you going to do, and why are you going to do it?
Well, with Steph, we're just going to kind of enhance. That's what makeup's all about, is enhancing your natural beauty. You don't have to be a makeup person where you're, piling on tons of makeup. If you want more of a natural look, that's what I'll do on her today, just to kind of enhance her natural features and show a little bit of highlighting and contouring, just to give
So this is
people
something
a
people can do at
glimpse.
home
Yep.
with the products that perhaps that you sell down there, or do you give people advice on this at the shop, at the
Yes,
salon?
we actually offer makeup lessons.
Get out.
So if you're kind of just,
come in and show me how to do it?
yeah, that'd be great.
Kind of take out the bags here. Okay. All right. Well, then why don't we get started? Why don't you go on over towards your model, and I'm going to cut away here with a little announcement as you get ready. What we're going to do now is we're going to cut away in a second here. Emily is going to be working on Stephanie Dowd, and she's going to be working on makeup and explaining things. She's got her microphone on and everything. And remember, we're not painting, we are enhancing. That's the term for the day. So let's cut over to Emily. And Emily, what are you going to do over there now?
So like I said before, we're going to just stay pretty natural, just enhance her without making her look real made up. Okay. So basically with everyone, you want to create the ideal face shape. So a little bit later I'll get into the highlighting and contouring and kind of explain that. But first we'll start with the eyes.
Okay.
And we'll just apply a primer, and that'll help keep her makeup looking good all day. And you just lightly apply that to the lid all the way up to the brow.
Probably want to cut over to Emily, not me. I don't. There we go.
And the trick to this, and the trick to making it look good, is to make sure with the primer you barely see it. You don't want to start adding more and more and more, and then it looks like you have a whole lot of makeup.
Kind of caked on look.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a powder, or this is a liquid? What are we doing?
That was just a liquid primer.
All right. I have to ask these questions because I'm curious. All right.
Yep.
So you're going to do half of her face, right?
Yes, so you can see the difference.
All right. Like a before and after kind of look. All right. Here we go.
And on her lid, we just start with a lighter shade.
Oh, I see how it's
and just
lightening
apply
up.
that all the way up to the brow bone to kind of highlight. And then you're going to want to start with the easiest way is to start with a lighter shade and kind of work darker towards the crease, and that kind of just enhances the natural look of your eye.
So do you make a suggestion on what color to use, or does the customer say, I want to look
It kind of depends. I mean,
like this person in this picture kind of?
we did a little bit of a consultation as far as her skin tone and her eye color, and
Okay.
I've picked colors according to keeping it natural
Okay.
and enhancing her natural eye color.
Okay.
But everyone is different.
So if I want to come in there and say, make me gothic,
Then we'd go real heavy.
then we go heavy, okay. All right.
And then towards the outer corners is where you get a little bit darker. Now this isn't the same on everyone. Depending on different eye shapes, you would go into different techniques. And that's where the makeup lesson comes in. Because if you come in and you're not really sure how to place your eyeshadow, we can kind of tell you what's best for your particular eye shape.
Does that tickle, Steph? No, she says no.
Open and look at me.
She didn't want to be on camera talking.
And you can kind of close up on her eye and see, go ahead and open your eye, how that already kind of enhances her eye.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even a lot. That's just 2 different shades,
Okay.
lighter on the lid, darker towards the crease.
All right. And this makeup goes along with what Michelle was saying, it actually works as a sunblock?
As far as the foundations go,
Mm-hmm.
they start at 15 to, I think, 25 SPF.
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have to, like she was saying with the SPF lotions, where you have to reapply and reapply. You put your makeup on, maybe a touch up
Mm-hmm.
halfway through the day, but really, you've got good coverage as far as
All right,
SPF.
what about guys?
Guys
Guys!
don't really wear a lot of makeup.
No, so what should
unless
we
they're
use?
on
Just,
TV.
you just use the skin lotion then, right?
You can.
Okay.
I think, doesn't Jane Iredale make just a SPF powder?
They do, yes. Just
Yeah.
translucent.
Yes, and that's
Clear,
And
so I
you
look
could.
refreshingly clear but protected.
Exactly. No one will know.
Do guys come in for makeup?
No.
No? Because I mean, I've seen what they call that. Guys do like Metro guys or something. They
Right.
do the fingernails.
I
and
mean,
all that?
some guys do a light, like she was saying,
Mm-hmm.
translucent powder. In the TV work, obviously, that I've done.
Right, and that's for the cameras
Yeah.
and so forth. But those
Yeah.
guys generally wouldn't be wearing makeup. Okay.
But men do come in for facials.
Why is that?
Because usually because someone bought it for them, their wife or their.
So
But
while she's working on Stephanie, what's a facial? We didn't get there.
facial is basically, it focuses a lot on relaxing,
Yeah, I know.
but it's like a really good cleanse.
So it's skin, not muscle?
Yes.
Okay.
Skin, well, a little bit of muscle.
little massage in
also.
there?
Yes,
Okay.
you do massage. The benefits of massage on your face is just the same as anywhere else. We have a lot of muscles in our face that we use to talk and make facial expressions.
Okay.
And those muscles feel good to get massaged as well. But the benefits for your skin is increasing the circulation makes your skin actually softer.
And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
It increases the tone. So, if you're having sagginess problems,
don't
it
know.
does increase
be
the
under
tone. The other thing is that it speeds up the healing process in the skin,
Okay.
as well as that cell turnover, which meaning where our skin is supposed to, the dead skin is supposed to fall off and new skin grows back. That process slows down over time.
Okay.
So the massage helps to kind of
Stimulate all that.
stimulate all that and get the skin to do what it's
Okay, I've been
supposed to do.
practicing this word all morning. Microdermabrasion. What is that?
That is, it's an exfoliant for the skin.
Okay.
Meaning we are doing mechanically what the skin is failing to do as far as getting a whole layer of the skin off to get new growth to come in. Also, it's going to soften the look of wrinkles.
Okay.
And it fades dark spots over time as well. It can also help with acne, dry skin, oily skin.
Okay.
Just not sensitive skin is very abrasive, as the term implies. So our people in the number 1, very white, very reactive skin types probably can't do microdermabrasion, but there's all kinds of different enzyme peels and acid peels that might be able to help their skin.
Pretty technical stuff. And you
Yes.
learned this in school?
Some of it, but a lot, the microdermabrasion and chemical peels, that was continuing education. I had to go down to Atlanta.
You get certified and all that jazz?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you're not practicing without a license. All right, how's it going over there, Emily?
It's going good. We just
Okay.
did a little bit of contouring. As you can probably already tell the difference between the one side and the other. And it's only been just a couple minutes, just a few products.
She's beginning to glow a little bit there. Contouring meaning you...
Contouring is creating that ideal face shape.
Okay.
So with Steph, what we did, and we still have just a little bit more to do, I would highlight right here on her cheekbone.
Hang on a second.
Yes.
I'm getting questioned to have your model look to her right. There.
Yeah,
There
okay.
we go. Okay. Keep going, Emily. Sorry.
So the contouring, the highlighting, like I was saying, right onto the cheekbone to kind of lift. Any highlighting is going to lift. Any contouring is going to kind of recede. So any area you want to recede a little bit, you're going to put a darker tone, and that's the contouring. That's kind of going right under her cheekbone.
Okay.
Brushed up under her ear a little bit so you don't see that differentiation of that tone.
So like a blending in there.
Yep.
All right, let's tie together what Michelle just talked about with facials. So after you do microdermabrasion and your skin is all like soft and all the dead skin is gone and it's glowing and healthy, now do you immediately go to makeup or do you have to wait a while?
With the Jane.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Jane Iredale, is it's all mineral. So normally, if you get a microdermabrasion, something like that, you wouldn't want to go put makeup on right away.
Okay.
But with this being all mineral and it's going to have nothing in it that's going to clog your pores, you're a little red after that microdermabrasion, just get a quick base on and it's not going to affect your skin.
I'm going to go out on a limb right now, okay? Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, bear with me. So there is a difference in products. So if I go down the street, and I'm not going to name any particular store, but if you buy something off the shelf and you read the labels, oh, it's good for your skin, compared to some of the stuff that you're using day and night, or there's products, or be careful, or how's that work?
You have to be careful. Really look at the labels. A lot of the makeup you'll get at certain drugstores is going to have the parabens in it, the glycerin, the stuff that's going to really clog your pores.
Okay.
And Jane Iredale herself actually started as an esthetician. So when she created this makeup line, she created it as an extension of skincare.
Esthetician. That's skincare specialist.
Skincare specialist,
Okay.
yes. So the creator of this
It's hard
makeup
to-
line.
Hard to say in the morning. Okay, I'm listening. Hey,
Yep.
Okay. So what are you doing next with Stephanie here?
We're going to just finish up the eye a little bit, add a little bit of liner, and then we'll just add her lip color and a little bit of cheek color, and then she'll be all set.
Okay, we're going to let you keep plugging along her, and we'll keep zipping back. Folks, you're watching Chautauqua Sunrise. Ladies, if you have a question about skincare, facials, or makeup, give us a call here or Twitter. Somebody already did, and we appreciate that, but don't be shy. You can re-watch this later on in the week. If you say, what did Emily say, or what did Michelle say? You can catch us on YouTube, and you can review it again. So let's get back to facials. So if you want a facial, the purpose of a facial is just to have healthier skin?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like a refreshment.
Guys?
Yes, absolutely, guys. We get several men in
So our
for
skin is
facials.
just as important
It's just
as
as
ladies.
important, right? And you don't have. What it is we have the benefit of we can put makeup on. So if our skin isn't perfect,
Right.
we put the makeup on to kind of perfect it and then enhance it. Men, you're kind of stuck with what you got. So if you can do things to make your skin look better, then why not?
Okay, great. Guys like me, half of our face is covered in hair, or at least the bottom part. You still do facials with guys with beards?
Yes.
Is that tricky? Microdermabrasion too?
Not microdermabrasion. I've actually never had a male come in for microdermabrasion.
Okay. Do you do electrolysis there?
Somebody does.
Okay, and electrolysis is what? Electrocuting the hair?
Basically, electrocuting the hair in the hair follicle, so eventually the hair follicle kind of dies off, and the hair gets smaller in width, and eventually the hair follicle...
And that's a certified thing too?
Yes.
Just nobody can go...
No, you wouldn't want... And, again, going...
Don't try this at home.
Your story earlier of saying that, people that do this can't do anything else and aren't very, I wouldn't want somebody electrocuting me that wasn't smart and certified to do so.
Let me qualify what I just said. I think, you help me with it, it's like a little tiny needle with a little bit of a electrical pulse in there, right? It's not like...
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, we've talked about skin care and protecting our skin with lotions and all that stuff. We talked a little bit about facials. We've been doing makeup. We talked about electrolysis. Is there anything else that we've missed? I know that hair is a whole nother category, and we're not going to talk about hair, but somebody did Twitter me and said, do you have any suggestions on shampoo? Because I guess it's connected to, the caller did want to know about that as far as shampoo and probably skin. I would think, I know there's certain things I can't use because it just burns my skin. I mean, it gets really dry and red. So can you help people with picking shampoo?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We have a natural, at Bella, we have an all-natural hair care line as well. And I mean, the skincare that we use is all natural, but it doesn't still mean that you couldn't be allergic to something. You can be highly allergic to something natural, but a lot of that is just kind of trial and error. Use it, see how your skin reacts. If you have a bad reaction to it, you can bring it back.
Okay. All right, how's it going over there, Emily?
Good, we're actually just finishing up.
Just finishing up. So what have you done so far while we were talking? I can see a pretty radical difference.
Yes.
I hope those of you watching right now can see the difference.
And we made her up just a little bit more for the cameras. That's the thing you also have to think about if you're having an event and you don't necessarily wear a lot of makeup. For the camera, it really decreases the amount of makeup that you see in pictures. So always go a little bit more with it if you're going to be photographed or on film or anything.
All right. And did you put lip?
I did. Yeah, a little bit of lip gloss, a little bit of cheek color. So now you can see the difference.
You said lip gloss. Now remember, you're talking to a guy that doesn't know much about this stuff. So what is lip gloss compared to lipstick?
Lip gloss is just going to give you more of a sheer tone. Still a little bit of color, but it's not as harsh as lipstick. But we have lipstick, lip stain. I could go on about all the different options, but for her we chose just the lip gloss.
Okay. So let's go from top to bottom. You started with your eye, and just walk us through, if someone was applying their own makeup, just kind of step us through now, if you would.
Well, we already had the base.
All
So
right, base
first,
being what?
her foundation, her primer. Basically what you would start with your moisturizer.
All right.
Then she used the Smooth Affair. That's a primer.
So this is like a color?
It's something that's just sheer, so it's going to help your makeup glide on, look good, last all day.
Remember, I don't do this for a living. Okay. So we're going to put glidey, moisturizing stuff on our skin, and then the makeup.
We applied the BB cream. So that's where your SPF is going to come in. So that's what's going to protect her from the sun. And then after that, we just went over it with just a sheer powder. And then that's when we got into the eyes. Like I was saying before, we started with the primer, added the lighter color, and then added the darker colors in towards the crease and towards the outer corners to kind of accentuate her eye a little bit. And then we just added some light liner on the bottom, highlighted the brow, the contouring under the cheekbone, a little bit of highlighting, cheek color, and then we added the lip gloss.
Okay. And this is something folks can do on their own at home. Now,
Yes.
You said you have makeup department, and do you do like special events for people, like
Wedding parties.
Okay, tell us about that. How's that work?
if you want to come in with your wedding party, day of the wedding, and everybody get all dolled up, they can get their hair done at Bella, they can get their makeup done. A lot of people come in the day before to get their nails done, treat themselves to facials, massages. So if you came in as a bride, a lot of times we do like a trial run. So you'll come in before the wedding day so we can decide everything that you're going to want to do. That way, day of, we can just get you in and out. No stress.
Okay, I've always wanted to say this word on the air. You ready? Bridezilla.
Oh.
They go, oh. So, do they exist in this part of the world, or are they just on TV?
Every once in a while. They're honestly few and far between, though.
Okay, but when you get somebody that, it's probably nerves, or there's probably some conflict.
There's so much going on when you're planning a wedding.
So your job is to keep them calm and looking good.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you do bridal parties and the little flower girls and all that?
Oh,
and
yeah.
everybody
They
gets
love
into
that.
it?
They love to get dolled up.
All right. And any other services? For instance, I sometimes I see people, or I'll hear people like on Facebook says, we're going to have a girls' day and we're going to go to the salon, we're going to get some wine and all that. It's like, do you do that sort of thing too?
Oh, yeah.
So how's that work? Michelle, we'll give you a chance to talk. How's that work?
They come in and they bring food usually.
They bring their own food?
Yeah, they bring cheese and crackers. We have a party room upstairs that they can put everything on the table, kind of have a home base.
So they take over the place.
Kind of, yeah. They bring wine, sometimes orange juice and champagne for mimosas, whatever they want to drink.
So it's a fun time.
It is a fun time. It is a fun time. They kind of take over and we go upstairs and get them when we're ready, and they just kind of hang out in there and eat and relax.
Get a massage or...
Yep, whatever they want.
And pedicures. Pedicures is more than just somebody rubbing your feet, right?
Absolutely.
So how's that work?
That you get soaked in the nice warm water, which is nice.
This time of year will be great.
Yes. You get your nail care, which clipped and filed. Your cuticles pushed back. You get the calluses removed from your feet. A nice scrub.
Somebody's touching your feet?
A nice massage.
Somebody else is doing it to your feet.
A lot of people think that they wouldn't like it until they've gotten one.
Probably it's kind of like being pampered a bit, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
It's nice.
Okay. All right, let's fly back over to Emily over there and her lovely model, Stephanie. We've got like a minute and a half left. I know that seems hard to believe, but the time is flown. Emily, anything you want to say more about what's going on and things at your salon?
Basically, just come in and see us, and you can have a great time at Bella. Bring your wine.
Bring your friends.
Yeah.
And you're right downtown in Northeast Pennsylvania?
Yep, right on Main Street.
Okay, and Michelle, anything more you want to say?
No. I was just commenting on how nice Steph's makeup looks.
Yes, she does.
The difference that makeup makes.
It's like day and night.
Yes.
I don't know if you all can catch it on TV, but you can really see the difference. It's almost like her left side is higher than the right side. It's kind of almost an optical illusion.
The eye looks bigger, the cheekbone looks higher. It really does.
All right, well, ladies, I hope you've been enjoying the show today, and men, check out Bella Salon for Christmas little doings here and buying some products. But it's that time of year. You want to look good, feel good, and protect that skin. You've been watching Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and I hope you've been enjoying the show. If you want to catch us later on, you can watch us throughout the week. You can watch us on YouTube. Give us a call, give us a Twitter, give us a Facebook like, whatever you like. I'm Doc Hamels, and I want to see you right back here next week, and we're going to have a great show for you as well. Thanks for Jeff and Chris and Randy for helping us out. See you all next time. I'm Doc Hamels. Take care.